This is the M Zone.
And welcome to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy in the Bizzler.
Yeah.
And
I am, Coach.
I think we'll get Big Sweet on. He's on his way to Dayton, Ohio. We'll see. I mean, he is in the Midwest.
He is in the Midwest.
He is in the Midwest.
That is confirmed. We have confirmation of Big Sweden back in the Midwest.
You know, I'm looking at here. Duke fans called him a bust. Duke fans laughed at him at his name. Duke fans preyed on his downfall. Duke fans said they'd never lose to him.
Okay.
What player am I talking about?
That's a great question. Who is that mysterious player, Jamie Morris?
He played for UNC last year. He's the point guard, Elliot Cadeau.
Oh, okay. So Duke is just trying to cause some ruckus now, huh?
Yeah, I mean they're doing their
thing. Cause some ruckus, huh? Y'all want to start some stuff, huh? Okay.
So I'm just letting you know, Duke fans, they know Elliot. They said, "Hey, we've beaten him. He's going to bring him and his loser friends with him."
Oh, that's what they're saying now, huh?
Yeah.
They want to give bulletin board material now, huh?
I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
There's bulletin boards everywhere.
Okay. Well, I have a little fun with this stuff. Okay. See, we just were looking at this game going, you know what? It's okay because we're focused on conference championship in the regular season.
Right.
We're looking to go into Chicago, looking to go to the Shy and win another tourney title, do something that no other Michigan basketball team has done, and let's go win the conference season, win the conference tournament. First time to ever be done. But no, Duke wants that smoke. Duke wants that smoke?
I just think they looking for smoke. I think they looking for smoke.
Y'all got that ashy, gray looking, dusty weed, smoke is what you got. You can't handle that good stuff. You can't handle what Ken and Lansing provides. You'll never be able to smoke with the big dogs.
I mean, you gonna be messed up. You messing with Ken and Lansing.
You ain't never gonna be able to hang with the big dogs. Be cashed out, take one hit. Next thing you know, you just.
I got a price difference. For you.
Oh boy, are we looking at these?
So
same
price
tickets tomorrow?
difference in DC, absolutely insane. Get in price for the Wizards Pacer game tonight.
Uh-huh.
You can get a ticket for just $16.
I can afford that.
For a ticket to the Michigan Duke game, tomorrow's game in that same arena.
Same arena, Capital One Arena. Yep.
$319. That's per ticket.
Now, mind you, that price has gone down since yesterday when it was $366.
I'm just
per ticket in the last row.
You're losing seats. I mean, it ain't enough seats now. Now we're just trying to get rid of the rest of them.
We're just trying to throw them out.
Right.
We're just trying to get rid of him at this point.
319.
They must have been listening to the show. They're like, maybe we can get Jamie Morris.
He got time for that. I told you.
Maybe we can get him. He's got a private jet that he can ride on.
I
can
do.
Just get on that, and then we're just going to hook him up with a ticket that was $5,000 yesterday.
NBA Central is clowning Capital One Arena.
Capital One Arena, what's in your wallet? Well, obviously not you right now.
I mean, they clowning everybody, man.
They really are. Like this is a joke,
right?
It's a regular season non-conference game. Yes, I get it. You got two outstanding programs playing at the same time.
I mean, Duke, Michigan haven't played each other in a while, man.
Was it 2008? I think they said was the last time.
Tommy Amaker. After Tommy Amaker, they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Krzyzewski didn't want anymore.
He didn't want no more of that smoke. Yeah, no. He said, you know what, we good.
So
we good, fam.
I guess. I mean, there's a lot of that. I know you're happy about the game, but okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question.
I'm ready to give you an answer. Whether you like that answer or not is a different question.
NCAA tournament, basketball tournament.
Yes.
Do they need to increase it?
No.
Okay.
No. That is a very firm no. What they need to do, if you're going to have anything expand, but you have to find a way to get the right TV contract to buy into said thing. And ESPN, I mean, this is you right here. It's that NIT, the National Invitational Tournament.
Right.
Like, if you're going to expand something, that might be the one thing I think you need to expand upon. But even then, I don't even think you need to expand that, because it's either you go to the NCAA tournament, or you just say, we're just going to fold up and try next year.
And other teams, I mean, I don't think they like. It's a stigma now. It has a stigma on it now.
It's their. I'm upset that I was not one of the 68.
Right.
Enough. Play better. I mean, Indiana had that whole thing, and they're like, we're going to be above everyone else, and we're not going to participate in an NIT. No. We're the Indiana Hoosiers. Yeah, you were the Indiana Hoosiers, but guess who's not coaching you? Bobby Knight's not coaching you, Mo.
Right. I'm just.
You're not. Stop being indignant. The best team in the state of Indiana is Purdue. Guess what? You keep that stuff up, you may not even be top 3.
What I'm saying is, it's just tough to. I mean, look, we've made it such a big thing to the point where, we're at 68 now.
Yeah.
We're at 68 now, but there's 4, the play-in games.
Mm-hmm.
So really, you're playing 60, you get 68, but it's 64.
Yeah, it gets to 64 once the actual thing starts up on that Thursday.
So they want to, I guess they want to get it to 72 or 76. I don't know why.
Unless you're planning on adding some extra play-ins.
Because division, it's different than football. This is why. It's different than football. There's 300 Division I basketball teams, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why they want to increase it to 72, maybe 76 if they can, but I'm thinking 72 right now. And, I was listening to Seth on ESPN, and those teams need to get in there. I'm like, those teams, I mean, the dream is to get there, but where are you going to go after that? You're in for a week, two weeks, maybe? I mean, what does that do to your fan base? That just lets you know we were in it for 1 week, or a week.
Right.
Or you were in the play-in game. It's tough.
I don't know so much if it's tough. It's more like that. I don't know.
And with the NIL, Miz, all the best players are already being taken.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the thing. Like, you look at like a team like Oregon. Like, I know, and Oregon has got themselves Like their NIL is out of this world.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, we see that in the football side. I think basketball is not that far off as far as being up there. But then you look at the product that hits the floor, and they're towards the basement of the Big Ten right now.
Right.
In fact, I think they are technically the basement of the Big Ten the last time I had checked. So, like, you could have, you know, a star-studded NIL heavy, team like an Oregon or like maybe a Maryland, but they're not going to get in because they're either 9-17, 10-16. I mean, you look at USC, they were supposed to be a hot team. They're 18-8, which ain't bad, but it's also one of those you're on a bubble, and that bubble's getting thinner and thinner.
Right.
But the thing is that you cannot appeal and appease every single team. Because if that's the case, you're going to be trying to appease over 300 programs. And let's be honest here, those 300 other programs, they know they're not going to win a national championship based on their team. And that goes where even the power programs and the ACC, the SEC, the Big 12 and Big 10. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So, I mean, if you're going to expand it to 72,
yeah,
you better make it logical. Not we're going to have like two more, battle of 16 bracket things. I don't want that. Give it to the teams that think they deserve that stuff. I mean, Lenardi, if I bring up Lenardi's bracketology, which again, I'm still waiting to find out where that school, what school I got to enroll in to take bracketology at this juncture. But when you've got the last four in right now, is Santa Clara, Missouri, UCLA, USC.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. Good. You throw them in. Then your first four out, which he has 69-72. TCU, San Diego State, New Mexico, and VCU. Okay, fine. Let them play out. But don't give me another two more matchups of, hey, let's get two more, the battle of the poor, or the children of the poor for a 16 seed. No, I don't want that. Shoot, as far as I'm concerned, make number ones try to fight their way in. I don't care. Make that happen. Also, by the way, 1-0 the U.S. up on Slovakia with 15:40 to play in the first period. Keep you updated of that one as we go on.
Did the Canadians win?
They won with 35 seconds remaining.
Okay. So gotta make sure. Make sure.
So the winner of this game will play Team Canada. And a direct text message from the sassy one, Ms. Veronica Rates, says, and I quote, and I will say this as it is typed out, "We're even in Slovakia." It's in the middle of Europe, sweetheart.
It's a European country.
It's in the middle of Europe, sweetheart. That's where it's at. Doesn't matter. Dylan Larkin with the goal, by the way. So your Red Wing captain and former Wolverine continues the score in the knockout stage. That is U of M now 3, Sweden and Slovakia 1 at this point.
Okay.
Which apparently Quinn Hughes has learned how to understand Italian and understand the ghosts that are talking to him while he's on the bench.
Yeah.
Have you seen his face, by the way, when he's on the bench? I'm gonna pull it up now because it is like he's having an out of body existential crisis all happening at the same time. This one probably is the best way to do it because it's it's even though it's him and his former program, his former state's his former can't even form words, his former NHL team's colors. This is basically every look that he's given. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, here you go, Jamie. That's what he's at. It's just like staring as he's having that existential crisis moment of, what am I doing? Why won't these ghosts stop talking to me? What the hell is Ciao Bella? I don't understand it. Apparently he figured out how to say it, and that's how he scored the game-winning goal the other night. So there's that. But no, I don't want two more battle of 16 seeds if you're going to expand it to 72.
Right.
Don't do that don't do that. Make it these teams that are on the bubble, legitimately on the bubble.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
What Lenardi has in bracketology. Make it TCU versus San Diego State. Make it New Mexico versus VCU. And then they'll probably get their butts handed to them in their next game. Just like we know the 16 seeds are going to do that. But, make it actually make sense. Don't give me another 16, a battle of 16 teams that are going to play Duke, or 2 16 seeds are going to be playing Arizona or whatever. I don't want that.
Yeah.
That part don't make sense at all.
I'm sorry. I think it's where it needs to be. You're making people tired. They go through a whole season with their team. They go through a whole season. And now with the football, you're going beyond January 1st. You go into the middle of January now.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody, I'm going to say this, maybe it's just me. Nobody picks up basketball and exclusive basketball until the college football season's over.
It's really about it. I mean, unless you know that your team is completely another trash.
Right. And then you have a second team. I don't care what nobody says. You have a second team
exactly
who you're cheering for.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, like you said, let's just be honest here. I mean, and this is not a slight at Michigan State, but maybe it is to a degree. When the football season is really unattainable, you're already focusing on basketball season at that point. When you've got a basketball team that has been perennial college, NCAA tournament team, you've got a hockey team that's number 1 in the country that is going to be, one of the top teams, in the NCAA tournament as well. You don't care about football at that point. You don't care if you're a Spartan Dog or what Spartan Dogs show up, because you've got teams that are successful enough to go watch, that you're willing to go out there and spend your hard-earned money to watch. You're not going to go watch a 4-8 Michigan State football team. That goes the same way with the football team here in Ann Arbor.
Right.
If Michigan football were a 4-8, 3-9 team, sure, the seats will still be filled up, but there'll be more attention to Dusty May, to Brandon Naranjo, to Kim Barnes-Rico, and anyone else that have got a great program here on campus.
Right.
That's how it will always be. But if you're going to expand like the NCAA tournament, like all you're going to do is you're going to give false hope to some of these teams like a TCU or like a Miami of Ohio, in a non-undefeated season that they would have. So like it just, if you're going to expand it, make it logical expansion. But you don't need. But really, if we're being honest here, you had like one rare occurrence where a team in the play-in made it like into the third weekend of the tournament. And that was UCLA during the bubble year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right.
And they made it all the way until they got to, it was either the Elite Eight or the Final Four. And I think it was the Elite Eight when they lost to Suggs and the Gonzaga Bulldogs, the shot from the star. So unless it makes sense, there's no need to expand the NCAA tournament. Unless it's going to be one of those teams that'll be on the 10 line, 11 line that are a like Ohio State or a USC kind of thing. I don't want two more play-ins of a 16 seed because that makes no sense whatsoever. Don't do something that's just going to ruin the game itself. You're already making enough money, Charlie Baker. There's no need to do that. Just like with the college football playoff, there's no need to expand that anymore. We've learned that if you are one of the top, 5 teams in a major in a major conference, you have a better shot of winning the national title there. There's no need to expand it past 12. I don't care what Tony Petitti says.
I agree.
He can button his
I agree. In
fact, I joked around with Matt Park, who does women's basketball. He was at the game that Michigan at Northwestern game, the women's game. And it's like Tony Petitti's right behind me. And I go, do me a favor, tell him how much I really care for him. And he's number 1 in my book, but he's not the number 1 that you think it is. He's like, I'm not going to lose my job for that. And I go, I know you're not, but at least you know how I feel about that guy. There's no need to expand the college football playoff. And there's no need to expand the bracketology of the NCAA.
I don't think so. I just think that, people, it is going so well and people love it and they want to participate in it. Then you're looking forward to, wanting to get more money, make more money.
No, you're exactly right.
More money.
That's what everyone wants. They want more money, more problems.
I'm just trying to think of it.
And hence, that's why you probably shouldn't be expanding, because you're going to have more problems.
I don't know if you got this that I sent to you.
Maybe.
Naismith Awards.
Oh, Player of the Year?
Coach of the Year.
Oh, Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year.
Okay.
Do you know?
The only thing I saw was that there are far too many names on this.
That's what I was going to say to you. 15 names. You haven't whittled it down a little bit?
I mean, you can already eliminate a lot of these right now. You can eliminate. You can eliminate. Let's see who you can probably knock off of this list.
I mean, I look at this.
I think you can knock
Dan
off
Hurley. Maybe. I mean, he's got the team. Tom Izzo. Not hating Tom. This is not hate.
No. This is just being realist here. Honestly, you probably could go ahead and nix Brad Brownell.
Yep.
Or
from Clemson. Yep.
I think you could probably do the same with Mark Byington for Vanderbilt.
Yep.
I think you can leave Fred Hoiberg.
Hoiberg has done a great job. This is Nebraska's best season ever.
Yep, you can keep. I think so. Here are the names, and here I think, and I'll tell you whether they need to stay or go. Brad Brownell from Clemson, you can get him off the list.
Right.
Mark Byington from Vanderbilt, you can get him off the list. Fred Hoiberg, Nebraska, keep him on the list.
Right, he stays.
Dan Hurley, UConn. I'll be honest with you, you can keep him on the list.
Yeah.
Tom Izzo, Michigan State, he's on the fence. I would say right now you can take him off the list. Tommy Lloyd, Arizona, that's a must keep on the list. Dusty May, Michigan, you already know.
Yeah, you already know.
Ryan Odom for Virginia. Virginia, again, ACC basketball just hasn't moved needles. You could probably take him off the list as well. TJ Otzelberger from Iowa State, you keep him on the list.
Okay.
Kelvin Sampson, Houston. I'll be honest, I kind of look at him almost like I do Tom Izzo. It's a fence move right there. I would say right now, you take you keep him on the list. I say you keep him on the list. Josh Schertz from St. Louis. Why? Because you've got Karimi Abdul-Jabbar on the team. because you got the sensation that we had seen from Indiana State last year. No, take him off the list. John Shire, Duke. Yes, you keep him on the list. He's having another great year. Bill Self from Kansas, off the list. Travis Steele, Miami of University, which is Miami of Ohio.
Right.
Yeah, I would keep him on the list because he's undefeated.
Yeah.
The minute that there's a loss, boom, off the list. Brad Underwood, you know he's off the list. You're off the list.
Right.
Unless you're having a miraculous basketball season, there's no need to have these many coaches
at this time of the year.
Right. You're almost into March at this point. You're already looking at it. Like, what are we doing at this point when you've got 15 names on this? You haven't dwindled it down to 7? I just gave you 7 or 8. I narrowed it down for you.
I'm just saying. I saw that many names. I went, oh my God. Really?
You don't need that many. I don't get it. It's like I don't get the fact that Charlie McAvoy is going to the box. I don't know what that's all about. But either way, though, it's a fact that if you've got 15 players, or again, 15 coaches, and you haven't dwindled it down by February 20th at this point, what are you doing? What are we doing?
No, it's crazy.
It really is. Like,
it's crazy.
Come the bleep on at this point. By the way, update 1-0 U.S. still up on Slovakia. It's 11:09 remaining, and the Slovaks are going on a power play.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Holding.
Is that the left in the game?
What, 11:06?
11:06?
No, 11:06 in the first period.
Okay.
The game
don't you give out a number. Don't be just saying. You can say in the first period.
I'm sorry. It was
my God.
The puck dropped at 3:10. You think that they got three 60-minute
periods? They're playing on the other side of the world. I don't know if it's night or day there.
Well, I can tell you it's nighttime there.
And now it is. Yeah. Yes, I got it.
But now about 10.5 remaining in the first period, Jamie. 1-0 U.S.
Thank you.
Up on Slovakia.
Thank you.
And again, Veronica, if you're listening, Slovakia is in the middle of Europe, right next to Czechia. Because at one point in time, if you remember your history books, it was combined together. Used to be known as Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, one big country.
Mm-hmm.
And
then I got out of school and I can't remember what the hell happened to all these countries. And they're like, how is this a country? I didn't remember this in 5th grade.
Well, they divided it up with
Yeah.
the little Russian, the Iron Curtain. That's what it used to be called, the Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's just me being a smart ass.
it's okay. Yeah. I know. We need to go to a break. We come back. We got El Presidente. Would you like to read EB's?
Oh yeah, Eric Bat EB because he texted it apparently late last night as well too. I'll read the text here in a second, but he's talking about motorcade, Cade Cunningham. He says, I don't care if it's MSG, ABC, or TNT. Cade Cunningham is the MVP.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now, you know what? You would probably know more than us because I don't really watch college. I mean, NBA. You know that.
I also did not watch the game yesterday because it was on Amazon Prime.
I did. I watched a little bit of the game because it was on Amazon Prime.
I could have watched it on Twitch. I know.
No, you could have got it on Twitch. Yeah.
But at the same time, I was more intrigued with watching pro wrestling, which is maybe fake to you, but it's real to me. Damn it!
I know it's really real to you. So
it's real to me.
That's all that matters, really. As long as you have it in your heart that it's real to you, then watch it.
Just let me have my entertainment.
Enjoy it. We got El Presidente coming on the other side. Kevin exactly. Kevin Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons.
No, you're right the first time.
Fitzsimmons. And he did a nice thing yesterday, and we're gonna celebrate him.
Okay.
From the U of M of Ann Arbor. And we're coming right back. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy in the Missler, and the president of the U of M Club of Ann Arbor, Kevin Fitzsimon, is on with us. Hey, Fitz, what's going on, man?
Hey, Jamie, doing great, TGIF, and out here in D.C. getting ready for the big Michigan-Duke game tomorrow.
A lot of people out there with you so far. You seeing any people? I mean,
oh yeah. No, I'm with one of my best friends, Marty Kargas, who lives here in the district. Went to school here at Michigan, and no, we can't wait. Just a really great atmosphere. Weather turned too for the nice. It's sunny now and in the 50s. Took a nice little walk along the Potomac this afternoon.
Nice.
And, yeah, so but we're all ready. It'll be interesting to see what the crowd's going to be like tomorrow. Duke travels well, as you know, and but we're looking forward to
Michigan's not shabby. Michigan's not shabby.
No.
We're gonna.
No, you live here, Jamie. You know what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow Block M is everywhere, so I expect to be well represented.
Yeah, this is a good one. It'll be a good test for Dusty and the guys, and and it'll be a good test for Duke also.
Absolutely, and what an important win on Tuesday against Purdue. That was, we just put on the Jets halfway through the first half. Went on that big 16-0 run, and just held off a determined Purdue team who wanted to make a comeback but just couldn't get it done. And I loved the comments of Matt Painter after the game. They talked about this big matchup, which it was, but he clarified that Purdue, which was preseason number one, he says there's a massive difference between a preseason number one and being number one in the middle of February. And Michigan certainly played that part. So it's nice to see that he recognized the excellence that Michigan has on the court right now. And let's just keep it rolling. This won't affect the Big Ten standings, but certainly could for national profile and seeding come March. So we want to win, and the stage is going to be big. Game day is down here.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see Michigan continue to play as well as they played. Yeah,
this will be what? This is Michigan's second time being on ESPN or ABC this year. So we'll see what happens there too. That's exciting. That'll be exciting too.
They definitely have shown out when the lights are brightest. So I expect them to be focused and play the way that Dusty's led this team throughout the season so far. And following up on that, I'll be back in town on Sunday. And at Weber's, the U of M Club of Ann Arbor, as we do each and every Monday, we'll have two coaches come and speak to us to break it all down. And this Monday, we'll have assistant coach Mike Boynton speak to our club members about the game tomorrow and the week that was and the week ahead, because it doesn't get any easier. A week from today, we will be facing off against Illinois.
Right.
And ironically, Mike Boynton was on Brad Underwood's staff at Oklahoma State prior to joining Justy May.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Brad went and took the Illinois job, Mike Boynton got the head coaching job. He was there for 7 years. He was the person that recruited and coached Cade Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a very good relationship with Cade and an eye for talent. But I'm sure that he'll have some insight and knowledge on how Brad Underwood will be approaching this game, having been on his staff for so long, and we'll be able to break all that down and talk about the week ahead too. So it's a great time to still join our club. It only costs $60 to join, and the timing for joining at this time of year is that you get to enjoy the rest of our luncheons, and then have all of next year paid for going into the spring game of 2027. So we've got basketball coaches coming for the next 2 weeks. And then in March, we'll have Tim McCormick speak as March Madness unfolds and the Big Ten tournament begins. And Tim's very insightful as far as baseball or basketball acumen nationally. He knows a lot about the landscape of the entire country and going to this tournament because he does, TV and radio on a national basis too. So that's going to happen on March 9th, which will be the day after the MSU game, the Big Ten finale. And, it's going to be basketball all throughout. So it's a great time to still join. We have, of course, football coming, and the winter practices have now commenced, and Michigan will play their spring game. It's been announced on April 18th, and we'll have our final luncheon on April 20th to coincide with the ending of the spring practice in the spring game, and then we'll also award our M-Man Award. So that'll be a big luncheon for us as well. And of course, you, Jamie, were a recipient of the M-Man Award when you were in school here. So it's always an honor to recognize what the athletic department and the club recognizes as the top player of the year. So still lots to see and hear from the U of M club if you join right now. And it's real easy to do. Just go onto our website, uofmclubofanarbor.com. Application is there. There's a QR code there. It takes you right to the link to the application. You don't have to be an alumni to be a member, just a passionate fan, which all your listeners are. And once again, we always thank you for your time to let us speak about the club, because we get a lot of exposure thanks to you. And we're happy to in turn help out your co-host Larry Lee.
Fitz, I just want you to know, I want to say thank you very much. And you know what? It was the first place he was thinking that he wanted to stay at because it's a great takeoff point for him. And he flew in to Detroit Metropolitan Airport, went down to Monroe, where his car is stored, drove it to, I'm thinking he called Weber's when he got off the plane, but he made the reservation, everything, just like you said, everything was without a hitch.
Good. Well, you guys help us out, and in turn of promoting our club, we're able to promote Weber's, which is our host for the U of M club, and serves excellent meals every week. And we'd like to thank Weber's for their support too. But it's nice that they recognize the support that your show gives to our members and to our new members that are out there, and they were happy to accommodate Larry.
That was awesome. I appreciate that. The big fella said I had a comfortable bed, slept, felt good, because he had delays yesterday.
The glamour of travel.
Exactly.
Well, good he made it in. But let me tell you briefly, if I could, about our luncheon that we had this past week. So we had Red Barrington in.
That's awesome.
Members. Oh my gosh. And he is truly an icon and a legend. 33 years coaching Michigan hockey, 2 national championships, our 8th and 9th national championship, 11 Frozen Fours. And, as a player, he was a pioneer too. He was an All-American during his playing days at Michigan. His last season led the NCAAs in scoring. He had 47 goals. Went there to the Montreal Canadiens, where he won a Stanley Cup, and then later played for the St. Louis Blues, where they had, through expansion, the new Western Conference. He was voted Western Conference Player of the Year by his peers 3 times, went to 3 Stanley Cup finals with the Blues, and has a unique record that still hasn't been broken. He was the only player in the NHL to have a double hat trick in an NHL road game. He scored 6 goals in a game against the Philadelphia Flyers in Philly. So, but he is very much still involved with the program. He's a special assistant to Ward Manuel, and he is attempting to endow 100% scholarships for the hockey team. So there's no ebbs and flows in terms of funding for supporting the hockey program and keeping it at the excellence level that we've enjoyed, which is right now number 1 in the country. So Red shared with us some stories about his playing days, with the Olympics going on right now. And Dylan Larkin, incidentally, has just scored USA's first goal. But he is Red is a proponent for developing and providing a women's hockey team at Yost. So that's something that's near and dear to his heart as well. But with the Olympics going on, he also talked about the 72 Goodwill games when Canada played Russia. He had some great stories to tell about that. And he's just a treasure. And he spent a lot of time talking to our members. And we loved hearing from Red. And, he's a welcome face to our club every year. And, that's another benefit when you join the club. You get to ask questions. Nothing's off the table. You just simply respectfully raise your hand. You'll get a direct answer. And there's nobody that shoots straighter in terms of telling the truth and telling you what's going on than Red Berenson.
No, you're right. Red Berenson tells you how it is, like it is, if you want to hear it or not.
That's right. No, it was a great meeting, and we had a great turnout. But everything gets real right now. I mean, we're winding down to the end of basketball season, hockey season as well, and I will give you an update. USA just scored again. Watching live here, so we're 2-0 for the U.S.
Don't mind Miz. Miz is watching the game, Kev. Miz is watching the game.
Yeah. No, so the last game against Sweden in overtime, it was two Michigan players that scored all the goals, Dylan Larkin and Quinn Hughes. Michigan is showing out here on a national scale, on an international scale, I should say. And I really would be great to see another Canada USA final for the men's as well. Yesterday's with the women's was great, and yeah, Red is very passionate about bringing women's hockey to University of Michigan. He says it's criminal that the leading scorer in the NCAA for the women right now is a young lady who hails from Plymouth, Michigan. So he said those are players that we should have representing Michigan.
It's also the fact that that school down south has 2 national championships and Michigan has none.
Yes, and he made mention of that too. So he was definitely upset with the fact that we don't have it, and so many Big Ten schools do, especially our rivals like that school down south. So so that's exciting that we're going to be potentially adding a new team sport. And I think if anybody watched that women's hockey game, I mean the level of hockey being played there is at really high level. It's just not pick up hockey. It's excellent hockey, and I'm excited to see that come to Yost in the near future.
Well, I'm excited too. That's exciting to know that.
So that's what we have coming up. We've got basketball coming in. Hockey is still in full swing. The hockey team was victorious last weekend against Penn State. They came from behind from a 2-goal deficit to win in overtime in a shootout, their first shootout victory of the season. And Saturday they just got on their horse right out of the gate and ran away from Penn State. So they find themselves comfortably in first place again, taking 5 or 6 points last weekend. Hopefully they continue that trend, and basketball as well. So once again, guys, it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And enjoy your time in DC, and bring us back a victory, Kev.
Okay. Orders will be accepted, and I will see you next week again as we recap the week that was and the discussions that we were having at the U of M club. So once again, come on out. It's fine to come out as a guest if you just want to try us out initially. The program gets underway at 11 o'clock, so we recommend you get there a little bit early. But by 11:15, we have our speakers start. And then by 12:15, you should be on your way, and you'll be filled with information firsthand without scouring any message boards or reading any tea leaves about what's going on with the team and strategy for the upcoming opponents ahead. You'll get those answers straight from the horse's mouth. And that's what makes the U of M club so unique. We're a part of the athletic department, and we love our relationship to have the coaches come in and share their thoughts and insights on the team each and every week. So hope to see some new faces there. And once again, thanks again for your time, guys, and go Blue.
No, okay, thank you. We appreciate it, Fitz, and we'll talk to you next week. That is
Kevin Fitzsimons.
Fitzsimons.
El Presidente, U of M Club of Ann Arbor.
Yes.
That's our guy.
And he's doing it. Hey, I don't know if you got a chance to go. He goes everywhere.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it didn't surprise me for Kev to say that he was in DC. I'm like, it don't surprise me whatsoever. That you in one of the hot spots that for this weekend makes complete sense.
It does. It really does, and I'm laughing because I'm like, where he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's there. He's with wherever there's a Michigan team, and it's somewhere. He's got friends. He going.
He found a way.
Yeah, it's incredible,
and he got that way to go. Because where else? Because the only other places. You can probably go down to Texas where the baseball team is playing today. Which I believe the game has gone final against number 16 Florida State, and the baseball team has fallen to Florida State 6-1. Or he could be down. He could be down in Tempe because that's where the softball
team won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won earlier today. They beat New Mexico State. They'll be playing Arizona State in either 2 or 3 hours. I can never remember how
they just keep playing during the day. They just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
And it's tournament though, right?
Yeah, it's one of those invitational tournaments.
I'm just trying to. I'm like, wow, they're just getting back into it.
Yeah, no, I can't remember because I remember the state of Arizona when the hockey team played down there last season. That I can never remember how their time zones work out because it says the first pitch for Michigan Arizona State's at 3:30 Mountain Standard Time. Now, technically, that is a 2-hour difference, but state of Arizona also doesn't reflect daylight savings time. So I'm confused. So I don't know if it's actually 5:30 or 6:30 Eastern time first pitch. But it's either he went there or he went to Madison to watch Michigan and Wisconsin, or maybe he'd be going to Carver Hawkeye for Sunday's game with the women's team.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, another big matchup there.
Yeah, huge.
It's a real big matchup. Especially, like I said, we talk about how the men team is, really kind of jockeying, hold on to their top spot in the Big Ten. Michigan's looking to keep that number 2 seed as best as they possibly can. And honestly, because Ira and I have talked about this before, if Michigan stays a 2 or a 3 seed, they could run the gambit and make it all the way to Championship Sunday and play 1 seed UCLA. Because let's just be honest, UCLA is that team. They are an outstanding program there at UCLA. And I watched a little bit of their game against Washington yesterday, and I was very disappointed with the attendance that UCLA had. It sounded like it was a church.
Really?
Yeah, it sounded like it was a church down there at UCLA. And I get Washington isn't, it's not like a Michigan State or UCLA versus USC thing. But I would have thought, man, your team is number 2 in the country right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're the top of the Big Ten right now. You're sniffing right now on UConn. You probably could go take on the Huskies and play them close to the wire as like you did with Michigan.
Right. But
you're not. No, like there were people there, but it just sounded like it was a church. And not a good kind of church. It was like if you make a peep, God will rain down hell upon you. That's kind of how it felt like, how quiet it was. That's why I'm glad that we had over 11,000 come out for the Michigan State game, that we had, a little over 10,000 when UCLA came to town. Women's basketball is hot again.
It is hot. It's hot. It's staying hot.
And it's going to be red hot for the final game of the season on the 28th when they welcome Maryland and Caitlin Flaherty.
Yep.
The gunner. Straight sniper from deep downtown.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, that's the one place to be is in DC, obviously, this weekend for that game.
DC's a hot bed now. It's a hot bed. Not a hot mess. Hot bed.
Well, I mean, it's a hot mess, further from the stadium. And by the way, this is not a partisan. This is a bipartisanship hot mess over on the other side of DC. So trust me, my player hater stuff is equal opportunity. That's all I'll end it right there. Is that both sides of the aisle can get that smoke if they want.
Exactly. Let's go do a break. We got Austin Meeks coming up from The Athletic on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy in the Bizzler. And joining us is Austin Meek from The Athletic. Austin, I don't know where you're going to be, but I'm going to be sitting right in front of that TV at 6:30 tomorrow, and I'm going to enjoy some Michigan and Duke. And I'm hoping for a great game. I'm hoping for the best game of the day because they got so many great games on this weekend.
Yeah, man, it feels like the Final Four in February, like a Final Four preview almost. In the grand scheme of things, like, Is this the most important game on the schedule? Probably not. But it's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be real fun. I like the idea of Duke, Michigan playing one another. And I like that Michigan's really, really good and Duke's really good. So we can get after one another. And the fan bases can get at each other and everything like that. So this is always fun when you have two good teams going after one another.
Yeah, and I think there's something cool about the fact that this game is being played on a Saturday night at this point in the season with these teams ranked where they are. If this game had been played in November, it still would have been a big game. People would have watched it, but it wouldn't have been the same, I think, energy around this game that you have. Both of these teams now have played 25 games. We know how good they are. Everybody's now looking ahead to the NCAA tournament. So to have this game right now at this point in the schedule, I think it's just it's a nice showcase for the sport and for both of these programs.
Right. I think it breaks up the monotony of the Big Ten as well as the ACC for both teams. But Austin, let's get to the real thing of it. I mean, the whatever the turnout is, I agree with you. The effect of this, win or lose, this does not affect the Big Ten in where Michigan's situation is. I mean, if Michigan keeps winning, it could win the Big Ten, and the Duke loss or win does not affect the overall schedule. What it does do, it shows the NCAA, dare I say, committee that this could be the number one pick overall for either team, right?
Yeah, I think clearly in my mind, Michigan is the number one overall seed at this point. If the tournament started tomorrow, I think Michigan could lose this game and still be the number one overall seed, depending on what happens the rest of the way. But definitely, if Michigan wins this game, I think Michigan is really in the driver's seat to be the top overall seed. They're starting to put some distance between themselves and everybody else, with Arizona losing 2 games in a week. Some other teams have slipped up a little bit, and Michigan's just been so consistent. And right now it's Duke that's there on their heels. But the opportunities that Michigan's going to have left, they're still going to play Illinois, still going to play Michigan State,
right?
Still got the Big Ten tournament. Lots of opportunities for this team to continue to build that resume, but certainly a win in this game, I think, would be, that would go right to the top of the list of the best wins that Michigan's had this year.
Yeah. Look, Austin, I mean, I dare I want to get greedy, but I'm gonna talk being greedy right now to you, because I mean, you know what? There's history that can be made. I mean, if you think about it, and what this team has ahead of it. I mean, if you think about it, they could end up, they're 25-1. And I'm not even counting the Duke game, but if you think about it, I mean, this team can go, they can run the table and just have one loss in the Big Ten. That's a record for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've already, I think, put themselves in the conversation as one of the best Michigan teams of all time, with a chance maybe to be remembered as the best Michigan basketball team of all time, and maybe even one of the best college basketball teams of all time. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because obviously that all comes down to what you do in the tournament. And, there's some teams that had dominant regular seasons that we don't talk about that much anymore.
Right.
Because
right.
they didn't finish it in the tournament. But you can see how this team could get there. It's right there in front of them. They've done everything to this point that they needed to do to be in that conversation. And if they finish this season the way that they have played so far, I think that's a conversation we're going to have.
When you see, when you see this team again, you're listening to Austin Meeks from The Athletic. Austin, when you look at this team, it's the era of the NIL, but this is one of the greatest constructed team in the history of Michigan, right?
Yeah, they don't have weaknesses.
Right.
Yeah, there's just not really anything you can point to. It's pretty remarkable that we're this far in the season, and there's really nothing that you can point to and say, well, they're not great at that. There's some things they're better at than others, but there's nothing that I can point to and say, this is a weakness or an Achilles heel for this team. They just, they seem to have the perfect blend of players who can fill different roles and be able to do everything collectively that you need to do to be a dominant college basketball team. It's just, it's been pretty remarkable to watch.
Austin, when you look at this team, even if they're not shooting from the floor well, or hitting the 3-pointers and different things, they can always, and the one thing that they know that they can do is play defense. This is the most impressive defensive team I've seen in college basketball this year. And now, I'm not trying to take anything away from Houston because everybody says that they can shut teams down and different things like that. But I know in the Big Ten, we can go and ask Matt Painter because Matt Painter has not played. He has not played around with his words. He told us what this team was after the game they played.
Yeah. That was just domination from start to finish. And you just don't see a lot of teams go into Mackey Arena and do what Michigan did. The way that Michigan contained Braden Smith, he's one of the best players in the country. And for a lot of that game, Michigan just took him out of it. The first half, he was basically a non-factor.
Yeah.
Just the size and the physicality that Michigan can put on the floor. Sometimes you don't appreciate it because this team plays fast and you look at the scores, so 90-81, you might say, oh, that was a shootout.
Right.
But defensively, Michigan dominated that game and took Purdue out of everything they wanted to do. And there's a reason why this team is number one in all the defensive metrics, because it's just really hard to score against this Michigan team.
Yeah, it's been a hallmark so far this year. Look, the team they lost to, I guess everybody says, how do you beat Michigan? You just don't miss your three-point shots. You don't miss. You hit every shot you can as possible, and hopefully they miss shots also, because I haven't seen anything else that any other team can do against this team.
Yeah, I think that's, if there is any kind of formula for how do you hang with this Michigan team, I think it's, you got to get really hot from three.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a big who can step out and shoot the three,
right?
To throw a matchup challenge at Michigan. But even then, Wisconsin got really hot from three. Just one of those nights, but. Yeah. There's really not a formula, I don't think, for how you beat this Michigan team.
No, I say this with Jess because, Wisconsin came out, nobody's seen that all season long. They hadn't done a thing until they met Michigan. They hadn't done a thing, and all of a sudden, lightning hits in Chrysler Center. And, Michigan came back valiantly, just not enough time to finish it.
Yeah, and Wisconsin's been a kind of a hard team to figure out this year. They've been up and down. They've had some nights where they haven't looked very good, and then they've had some wins. They won at Illinois, won at Michigan. But I think looking at this Duke matchup, though, I think it's really fascinating. Duke is a team that's very efficient in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
A team that, similar to Michigan, shoots a really high percentage around the basket. So
Right.
I think that's what's so interesting to me about this matchup is just I think both these teams are really good at getting the ball inside to their bigs. Shoot a high percentage. So I don't see Duke as being one of those teams like a Wisconsin type matchup for Michigan. I think it's going to come down much more to strength versus strength in this game.
Yeah, they'll get after one another. Yeah, you're right. I mean, with the bigs Duke has, and they'll try to use their size as well as Michigan will. But I mean, then you got the guard. It's the guard play, right?
Well, Elliot Cadeau knows this team very well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of history with Elliot Cadeau and Duke.
We started the program. We started the show telling Miz how much they care about Elliot Cadeau, and he's never beaten Duke and all of this.
Yeah, will that be motivation for him? Will that be in his mind? Who knows?
Right.
I'm sure he's got plenty of motivation just from the fact that it's Michigan and Duke and number 1 versus number 2 and
right.
all that. But you've got to imagine there's a little part of him that would savor it a little bit more to get a win against Duke. And there is going to be a lot on the backcourt for Michigan that has been of late a really balanced backcourt. I think one of the big developments is LJ Kaysen and how good he's been the last 2-3 weeks. And I think that's taken a little bit of pressure off of Elliot Cadeau, where he doesn't have to score and create and have the ball in his hands all the time.
No, you're right about that.
They have another guard who can take some pressure off him.
No, you are right about that. LJ Kaysen could be starting. He could start in a lot of places in the Big Ten as well as in the country right now.
Yeah, Dusty May said he's playing as well as any guard in the Big Ten
right.
the last couple of weeks. He's been really good.
No, he's been under control. He's hitting his 3 ball. He goes to the rim a whole lot. I see him going inside amongst the trees and getting knocked down sometimes, but hey, he's making his foul shots too.
Yeah, he gives Michigan that guard who can get in the paint and finish.
Yeah.
That, and I think that's it's just it's an embarrassment of riches in some way. For this team to just keep finding new weapons and new ways to win. It's not like Michigan really needed somebody else to step up, but that's just that's the beauty of this team is that even if they don't need you to step up, like guys are just, this team's so competitive and so balanced that LJ Kaysen, he doesn't give you a choice, right? He's got to play.
Right.
When a guy comes out and does that, like there's no choice for Dusty May, but to get this guy in the game because he's earned it. And that's a good place to be, to have 9 guys who have really earned the right to play. And every time they're out there, they show you why. Well,
I go to all 9 of them. If you think about it, all 9, I mean, I don't call them the starting 5. It's the starting 9. I mean, you could put those young men in right away. You go to the big cheese himself, Will Cheddar. You can go to Trey McKinney. You can go to LJ. We talked about LJ. I mean, Roddy Gale coming in. I mean, they come in and they're already hot and ready to go.
Yeah, it's just a question of who's it going to be on a given night.
Right.
And it could be one of a number of guys. Who's it going to be Saturday night? We don't know, and Duke doesn't know. That's the thing. Like, you're trying to game plan for this Michigan team, and you say, well, we want to take away Adai Mera, we want to take away Yaxel Lindeberg. Okay, but there's really no way, I think, to game plan for this team to take away everything that they do.
I mean, Trey McKinney, a freshman, goes into West Lafayette. It's going crazy, and they move the ball so fast. Get it over into the other side, and he hits this three that's incredible. Let you know, hey, don't forget about me, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was one of the questions for this team: do they have enough 3-point shooting?
Right.
I before the season, when we were all looking at this team, and trying to figure out, well, is there a weakness on this team? The question was, can they shoot the three, and can they take care of the ball? And I think they've shown, they're going to have a few turnovers here and there. A couple games they've struggled to take care of it, but they've, for the most part, done a pretty good job with that. And they've shot the ball well enough from three, coupled with their size, that they're just a tough matchup for everybody. And that's partly because Trey McKinney has proven himself to be ready, and just another one of those guys where you got to have him on the floor. He's earned it. He brings something that they need as a shooter. It's just one more weapon for this team.
No, you're right. Trey McKinney stayed in the whole game, in the whole second half of the Michigan State game. If anybody thinks he's a guy who can't finish the game, he finished the game there. I mean, that's a guy that stayed on the floor. So, I mean, like I said, these guys, if you got an angst, and I'm going to say it, like a Roddy Gale down at Ohio State, they got his back, right? They had his back. I mean, now Elliot Cadeau's got a problem with, hey, Duke, they got his back. I mean, you know what happened with Yatso going down to Purdue. They had his back. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out some of this. Oh God, you better not make that guy mad.
No, you're right. I mean, it's got a little revenge tour here, right?
Yeah.
Like, Adai got a win against UCLA.
Exactly. Yes, he did.
We're going to see Elliot Cadeau against Duke. We're
Right.
going to see Merez Johnson against Illinois.
Illinois is coming. Exactly.
All these guys, you got a little bit extra, and your teammates got to show up and have your back, and get a win for you, and they've done that every time so far. They
have. So I mean, there's a rhythm that's going on, and Dusty May does not change his appearance a lot. I'm just saying. He's not yelling, and he's not a yeller and screamer. We know that. But he just sits there and he watches the game. He's very, as Big Sweet would say, cerebral. He's just methodical. They'll work it out in the locker room at halftime, and they'll come back out and they'll shut you down defensively. That's what I've seen.
Yeah, I think this team really takes its cues from Dusty. His demeanor, I think, is reflected in how this team plays. They don't get rattled. They don't panic. They don't seem to get too high or too low. Mm-hmm. When things are going, even when things aren't going well, you look at Dusty on the sideline, you don't really see it in his demeanor. He doesn't freak out. He doesn't yell and scream. It's always just, next play, keep going. And so some of these games, the UCLA game, Michigan in the first half didn't play great.
No, they didn't.
The 2-point game at half. Mm-hmm. Defensively, they gave up a few things that they don't normally give up. But nobody panicked. They just came out in the second half and just put the hammer down. I mean, the way they finished that game, just total domination. And I think that's just a reflection of how confident this team is, how poised they are, the fact that if things don't go their way for a half, or they're not playing up to their potential, they can flip that switch in a hurry. And all of a sudden, you look up, it's a 30-point game. Where did this come from? It's just how good they are that they can do that to teams in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting tomorrow. Austin, dare I say, are you going, or are you watching on television?
I am not going to be there. I wish I that's actually a game I would like to be there in the stands for. I was just looking at the ticket price, and it's crazy. I mean, that's a tough ticket in Washington D.C. A lot tougher ticket than most basketball games you'll see in D.C.
Yeah.
I'll be watching on TV though.
Yeah, the NBA team is their ticket price is $16.
Right.
That's what I saw. I'm not saying, but that it's a bargain if you want to see basketball. If you don't care, look. This is going to be a great game. ESPN's covering it. How about that? ESPN getting that game, right? And well, I just found out why, because it's the ACC. It's home. This is a home game for Duke, right?
Yeah, maybe technically. I'm not exactly sure how they figured out whose TV package this was part of. It is kind of cool, right? Because you don't see Michigan on ESPN really much anymore.
No, you don't. You get them on Fox. You get them on
Fox,
CBS, and
NBC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Peacock.
So it's kind of a throwback.
Yeah, it's great to see them, Miss.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say you can't have Duke basketball without me, baby. So you gotta have me on the broadcast. Oh!
Is he gonna be on there? I don't even know. Is he gonna be there? Is he part of this?
I'm not sure. I would imagine that they'll find a way to get. Oh, gotta get the Dukies, baby. Oh, Big X throwing it down. Oh, baby.
That's great.
Trey
that's my guy.
McKinney, he's a diaper dandy. Oh. Oh.
I gotta admit, I got a soft spot for Dickie V. I do. Love him. I love the guy.
I mean, I was a little kid with him and Billy Packer. Remember Billy Packer?
Oh yeah, I do.
God, Miss just made me remember that guy.
Oh, you're welcome, baby. Oh,
that's crazy.
Well, when I covered Kansas, he used to come. He'd come and do games at Allen Fieldhouse sometimes. He'd be just like the biggest celebrity. People always, following him around. Yeah, he's part of the fabric of college basketball, right?
Yeah, he is. He is. Hey, as it got more and more visible, as we call it. Austin, I'm sorry. I need to cut this. I want this question to you, because you follow it a little bit more. Are you in favor of another 4 or 8 more teams for the tournament in college basketball?
I'm not. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I don't feel super strongly about it. When they went to the first 4, it's like, okay, I don't really care that much. It doesn't detract from anything. The fact that they have the first 4 games, it doesn't add a lot to me. I watch them. If they went away, I wouldn't care really. So if they want to expand it again, and I don't even know exactly what the format would be, but probably just similar to what it is now. With the first 4 games.
Just push it forward a little bit more.
Yeah. I can't say it's going to like ruin it for me, but I also don't see a need for it. I don't know why you got to mess with something that's perfect. 64 was perfect. If it was me, I'd say like leave it there, don't touch it, keep it that way. But if they got to do what they have to do to get a few more teams in there, for me, it's like get it down to 64, and then I'm going to start watching, because that's when it becomes the NCAA tournament for me.
Well, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do.
Austin wants to treat the NCAA tournament like it's his kid. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't mess with that.
No, don't.
It's fragile.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. And honestly, I don't blame you, Austin. I don't blame you at all.
I mean, we've seen what happens in college football. You start messing with stuff, you never stop. It becomes every year you're doing something different. And
the floodgates open.
I did something that I don't usually do, but I sent and he hasn't commented to me about it or said, "Why did you send that crap to me?" They had the interview with the president of Ohio State.
You know what? You sent me
Okay, yeah.
And what I sent it to you for, he was talking about 24 teams he's like, we don't need that many. We don't need that. We should keep it at 16, maybe 8. He was bringing it back. He was like, I like 4, but that's fine too. If we want to do some extras, I don't think we should go any further than maybe 12 and 16. That's what we need to do. Sounds like he needs to have a conversation with his commissioner and get that straightened, right?
Well, I saw that floating around, that bracket with 24 teams that was supposedly from the Big Ten.
Right.
I know Tony Petitti's been driving the bus on this expansion of the college football playoff even beyond 16 teams. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, where once you start, where do you stop? Because, anybody can look at that and say a 24-team college football playoff would completely change everything really that makes college football what it is. The regular season of college football, the fact that every game matters, already that's been watered down with the 12-team playoff. I can't imagine that anybody who loves college football would think that's a good idea, but it's part of the problem.
Austin,
Some of the people who make these
hold on for 1 second, Austin. Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Team USA. I can't play the rest of the song, or else we get flagged. I'm sorry. And that was from who should have been a Michigan recruit, but ended up jumping to the New Jersey Devils, Jack Hughes.
Yep.
So I believe at this point we are now in this knockout round. State of Michigan 4. Every other team that the U.S. has played 1.
Wow. Sorry, Austin. We're the Olympics, are going on. So, and the U.S. team is out there.
And I'm distracted. I get distracted easily. Sorry.
That's why I said
I needed that update. I didn't have it on.
Well,
so
here we go again. Floodgates are open, folks. They did score again. Floodgates have opened. Yep. So that one coming off the stick of Jack Eichel. So making it 4-0 for the U.S. up on the Slovakians.
My goodness. Okay. All right.
Oh, and by the way, Austin, just to kind of get back on the basketball talk of things, Dan Schulman, Jay Billis, and Chris Budden will be on the call on ESPN tomorrow night. So unfortunately,
no Dickie V.
No Dickie V. I know.
They should call him. They should call him. At least call him.
They'll find a way. They'll get him on there somehow. They got it.
Listen, we'll set up a webcam for him. It'll be okay. Oh, I'm on the interwebs, baby. Oh. Websites.
They just put you on there. You can do it.
I've done enough personalities. Just put the picture up there, crop off the mouth, and I'll just do the whole thing. Oh, baby. Oh. Yaxel Lindenberg. Oh. He flies through the air like, oh, baby. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
Something out.
That's pretty good.
So, Austin, this last question. What do you expect this weekend when it's all said and done? What does this talk about? You have the top 4 teams. I want to say the top 4 teams minus Iowa State. Top 4 teams playing one another. What will be developed of this, if anything?
Well, I think we're gonna know who the front runner is for the number 1 overall seed after this weekend.
Okay.
And I think if Michigan wins, it's going to be Michigan. And it's tough for me to see anybody beating Michigan right now. If you had to ask me who's going to win this game, I don't think there's any team that when Michigan is on is playing at Michigan's level. So I wonder if come Sunday, Monday, what the conversation is going to be, college basketball it's Michigan. Michigan is our number one overall seed and the odds-on favorite to win it all. I think that very well could be the takeaway.
Yeah, I agree with you, Austin. I think you get to look at that. Again, you don't need to. I mean, look, it doesn't bear anything that kind of fruit for the Big Ten, but it gives you that. It gives you that thing that's, we know we better. We're one of the best ones.
Yeah, just gives you that gold star kind of on the top of the resume.
Exactly.
Of whatever happens in the Big Ten. You got that Duke win under your belt. That's going to separate you from these other teams that are going to be in the mix for number one seed.
Right. I mean, that's the cool thing. I think that's going to be it. I think you hit it right on the head. Austin, appreciate you coming on with us, and we have a great weekend.
All right. Sounds good. I'm going to watch some hoops. Enjoy it.
You know it. Austin Meeks with The Athletic. Read up on him. And become a member.
Yeah. I'm a poor, so take advantage of it since I can't take advantage because I'm a poor.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go.
Apparently, Let's Toast Media says Michigan by 13 tomorrow.
Wow. Really?
I like it.
Okay.
I like your thought process there, big dog.
I like where you're going with it.
I like where their head's at.
I do like that.
I got to double check to see what the old DK has got to say about this in terms of that spread, because I'm kind of curious myself.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'll tell you that.
Let's see. If I go to Gamecast, it'll tell me. And 25-1 Wolverines are currently a 2.5-point favorite tomorrow.
They're what?
2.5-point favorite.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Respectable.
That's it. Respectable. Give Duke some respect too. I mean, that's No,
I respect them. I respect that. I respect that number. By the way, Slovakia changed their goalie, so it just kind of tells you that this is the start of the belts to ass that the U.S. is about to put on Slovakia. 4:10 remaining in the second period.
It's the second period.
Only
I thought this
period.
was the third. I thought we were
No.
into the game. I was like, okay.
No, I mean, this game pretty much is over, but no, it's still only second period, big dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep you updated as things progress on. But yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and get the pencil and start putting USA right next to Canada. We're about to have that rematch.
Wow.
It's about to go down.
This will be interesting.
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday. Wow. This is going to be interesting.
It's going to be fun.
Well, okay. Well, if you say so.
I think it's going to be fun.
I'll take your word for it. We got to go to a break, and we come back. We just got more good stuff going on. I mean, we got to talk. We got to talk Michigan hockey on the other side.
Okay, we could talk some Michigan puck.
I'm just saying because this is a big weekend again.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one, especially since Michigan State got back to action last night.
You're right. That's what I'm talking about. I just saw it.
And no help from Notre Dame.
Nope.
No help from Notre Dame last night.
Who?
Exactly. We'll get into that. We'll get some Michigan puck talk on the other side, J-Mo.
Okay.
I got you, big dog.
You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris met the hitman Missler, best guy in the Bizzler.
It was the start of bells to ass time. 5-0. The U.S. Jack Hughes is second of the game.
Oh, wow.
With 23 seconds now remaining in the second period.
And put somebody in the penalty box, too?
Yep. So the U.S. are going back on the power play here in a matter of moments, but another goal for the state of Michigan. So USA has been dominated by the mitten itself.
Oh, my God. My goodness. Oh, my God. I you know what? I'm reveling in Nick Cronin having to have to do. I need to do a better job and make sure that I don't embarrass our school. For that, I apologize. I apologize to our people, the school, our students, everyone in our community, because it's important. Do you realize they had to drill him out there, put him out there? He can't go to the state of Michigan. You know that.
No.
Because he always has to apologize when he gets back.
Well, I mean, even when the state of Michigan comes to him, like specifically the city of Ann Arbor institution has to go, whenever they play that powder blue and gold, Mick Cronin just has a problem. And all we're trying to do is just come up with simple solutions for him. Apparently, he just got an attitude problem.
He's got.
Yes, I'll raise my voice at you every single time, you bald-headed fraud. We got to make sure. We need to make sure that UCLA is, this is a brand. We got to make sure that the brand is kept in tip-top shape. Then don't make it up. Then don't have this whole big old explosion on your sideline and force one of your players to force your player to get thrown out.
Right. He's apologized. They got him everywhere.
Can't have any negative vibe appeal. Then start with you. Start with you. Bruh. That's where you start out at. Start with you.
Start with the person in the mirror, Nick. Nick, you gotta take it. Hey.
Get in touch with your MJ. Yeah, you're struggling with the man in the mirror, okay? You trying to make a change? Change yourself. You gotta start with yourself, big dog.
Right.
It starts at the top, and you are the top.
I just feel bad for him because he's like almost groveling to these reporters in the meeting.
He didn't apologize to the M Live guy.
No, that guy's not getting an apology. He's in the state of Michigan.
So instead, you'll just get airtime on Sport Trap like you did yesterday. If you missed it, I believe WJR will have the podcast up on their page. But yeah, the M Live guy that apparently was raising his voice at Mick Cronin, he got some airtime. So I think he
great.
Got the last laugh.
That's awesome. We should have brought him on.
I think he's a Michigan State beat writer.
Oh,
I don't know if that would work.
Yeah,
see, there you go. I won't patronize him because that's a reporter.
Me neither. I ain't doing that.
That's a brother in the reporting business. So I get it. You wanted to talk about Michigan hockey.
Michigan hockey.
So how you want me to go
I want them. Look, what's it going to take for us to win the outright Big Ten championship?
Michigan State's going to have to lose at least a game down the stretch, and their schedule is not that tough actually. I mean, they're playing they're playing Notre Dame this weekend. In fact, they're playing their second game tonight, which will be on Big Ten Network. And for those that are butthurt about Michigan's not on, well, listen, that's a rivalry, Michigan State and Notre Dame. But the rest of the schedule for Michigan State is fairly easy. They host Ohio State, their second to last series of the year, and then they go to Minneapolis to take on the Golden Gophers on March 5th and 6th. So the only way that Michigan can hop over MSU is Michigan's got to win out, and Michigan State has to lose at least one game. in regulation, not an overtime loss,
Right.
not a shootout
I
loss.
don't like that overtime anyway.
It's regulation. They've got to they've got to lose 3 points of some kind down the stretch, because Michigan right now is still technically at the top of the Big Ten as of right now. I believe by 2 points. As I take a look at the rankings, yes, Michigan has a 1 point lead on Michigan State. So that is where Michigan's at right now. But again, Michigan has a game in hand right now on Michigan State. And it's really just between the two. Penn State, they could maybe make a push for second place, but I think it's between Michigan or Michigan State right now to take the top of the conference. And it's not going to be an easy weekend for Michigan this week. They are in Wisconsin tonight and tomorrow, 8:00 tonight. Al Randall, have your pregame coverage starting at 7:30 right here in the Big Ten 50. And then tomorrow night will be a 7:00 puck drop. So you'll hear Al and the game starting at 6:30 tomorrow. But Wisconsin is in a spot where they need to start winning themselves. They are ranked 13th. And you may think, oh, well, they get the top 16.
Right.
And they're in. Well, here's the thing. If you get down to conference tournament time, and let's just say a bottom feeder like, I don't know, let's just say, just for devil's advocate purposes here, let's say Notre Dame somehow runs the table as the 7th seed in the Big Ten tournament, and they win the Big Ten tournament. First off, be one of the craziest stories you ever heard.
Right.
But it's the fact that they will get an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament, which at that point, that number 13 gets bumped down to 14. Then you're looking at like another school, let's just say, I don't know, Sacred Heart. They win. Well, that bumps that 13 now down to a 15. Now you're really on life support. That you have got to hope that all the favorites win their conference tournament and not some bottom dweller does the same. So every game for Wisconsin from here on out is a must-win game for them. So don't expect anything easy from the Cold Crazies this weekend. Don't expect anything easy from the University of Wisconsin. It's going to be a drag-out kind of a game series this weekend between number 2 Michigan and number 13 Wisconsin. So it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy.
It ain't if it was easy, we'd all be doing it and make no complaints whatsoever. But it's not easy, so we'll have to find a way to complain about it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it looks like right now. Other games in the Big Ten, I mentioned Michigan State, Notre Dame. Ohio State travels to Pagula to take on 6th-ranked Penn State. They're looking pretty solid as being a lock in at this point, but there are a lot of things can happen down the stretch here. But I mean, I imagine Penn State will take care of the business. They got to get. They're probably a little peed off after this past weekend of losing 5 of 6 points to Michigan over at Yost. So that should be a big one. Minnesota's off this week, but then again, they've been off all season long, if that matters to anyone. But right now, it's the state of Michigan is dominant when it comes to this. I mean, even Western is ranked 4th in the country.
Wow.
So like the top 3 of the top 4 teams in the polls reside here in the state of Michigan.
Wow.
But yeah.
I mean, if we don't win the Big Ten outright season champion, and let's say we have a slip up in the
Big Ten tournament,
yeah,
okay,
we may not be able to go to the NCAA.
No, I'm fairly certain that Michigan is a lock in.
Okay,
I would say they may not be a 1 seed in one of the regions, but they're a lock. Michigan, Michigan State, Western Michigan, North Dakota, those are the top 4 in the country right now. I would say those 4 are locks no matter what of getting into the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
I would say the only way that it would not happen is they have the most historical and hysterical collapse of college hockey that anyone's ever seen. And I don't see that happening, especially those 4 teams. I'll even throw in Quinnipiac up in Connecticut
Really?
as being a lock-in for the tournament this year. Penn State, I think, is right there. I think they're pretty much an odds-on favorite to get in. So, I mean, you're looking at a definite 3 getting into the tournament this year.
Wow.
For the Big Ten.
That's good.
Can Wisconsin find a way to, win enough games down the stretch to get, to get them at an at-large? It's a possibility. They'd also have to, they said they got to win out. They'll probably have to have a decent run in the Big Ten tournament, but they also are going to have to be looking at the favorites in the other hockey tournaments to win out as well. So, like I said, no Notre Dame, no Sacred Heart, no Arizona State, no trying to think of other like bottom dwellers, no Clarkson, no RPI, some of those teams that would not survive a second in the NCAA tournament against like a Michigan or Michigan State. If the top of those conferences end up winning out, so I think if I'm looking at this correctly, if Michigan State win the tournament, they're basically, there's no issue there. Michigan Tech leads the CCHA, Quinnipiac the top of the ECAC, Providence Hockey East, North Dakota the NCHC. No, I'm not spelling letters out to you. I'm just saying telling you what the conferences are.
I'm just saying,
right?
Just throwing some words out, man. I'm
really
like, what are you doing?
I'm talking out my keister. Apparently, I am flashing into the mouth. I'm farting right now. Apparently, into a microphone, but those fart sounds are forming words. But as long as those top teams win their respective conference tournaments,
sure,
Wisconsin will probably get in. But they can't really, like, they can't cost like. They can't really deviate from what they need to, and that they need to win out. They need to get some help, and that's really the only way Wisconsin can kind of pull things out for them at this point. They were hot at the beginning of the season. Then they got into the conference season, and they've dropped their limes everywhere. Oh, I dropped my produce all over the floor. That's Wisconsin at this point. So, I mean, that they're the potential 4th team from the Big Ten that could get in. But again, it all comes down to how the other conferences tournaments kind of pan out. Because I mean, we saw a couple of years ago, Colgate got in, and they had no business being in there, and it actually cost another team that was ranked like 14th. It cost them a chance at the NCAA tournament. So we'll see how things pan out with that at the very least. But this weekend, it's a big weekend for both Michigan and Wisconsin. Michigan to stay on top of the Big Ten. If Notre Dame can help out by getting a win, great. That would be nice. But Michigan has to control their own destiny. They have to win their games that they need to in the biggest way possible. So that's really what it is for Michigan. And because I don't think they've actually won the Big Ten regular season.
No, they haven't. That's the one.
The
Narado has said the only thing I have not done, and he's named them out. Mm-hmm. He hasn't won the NCAA championship either, but he's talking about we get to where we need to want Frozen Four national championship game and everything like that. But he wants to win a Big Ten championship.
And really the big thing for that is that you get home ice throughout the entire Big Ten tournament.
Right.
I mean, and if you've never been to a game this year, I mean, it's understandable because it's been tough to get a ticket. It's all been standing room for these games. The atmosphere for the regular season is one thing, but the minute that you get postseason action inside of your own barn in front of thousands of people that, have been chomping at the bit to get in, oh, believe me, the atmosphere for playoff games at Yost is going to be electric. And that's the big reason why that you want to be a number 1 seed. So you don't have to, you can sleep in your own bed for the entire 3 weeks that the Big Ten tournament goes down. Don't have to go anywhere, eat the meals that you want to eat, sleep in your own bed, wear your clothes and, whatever it may be that you need to, you don't have to worry about it. But, I mean, you still get the same thing as a 2 seed if, somehow Michigan State loses in the Big Ten tournament, like in the second round. But that's still rolling the dice, and we've seen Michigan go up to Michigan State.
Right.
And that was, I believe it was last year, that was the only chance that Michigan had of getting in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're looking at right now, is that Michigan's in a comfortable spot that I think they're in no matter what. Whether they stay at a number 1 seed will be the only other question. I think they're pretty much a lock as a 1 seed, as long as they don't, get shocked by Wisconsin or Minnesota these last 2 weeks. I think Michigan gets a 1 seed. So I'm really hoping that
I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed.
I'm hoping that B is able to get that regular season title that he's been eyeing for the longest time. But more importantly, just the fact that we'll get some home playoff action over at Yost is, I think, going to be just as equally sweet.
I got my fingers crossed.
Keep the fingers crossed, keep the toes crossed, keep them all crisscross applesauce, whatever it needs to be.
Yeah. We need to go to a break. We got question of the day on the other side.
We sure do.
Boy, it's all kinds of questions of the day. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy in the Bizzler. 734-998-1050, 734-998-1050. And tell me, I know how most people felt about that football team when they were going through that season with the 2024 season, right? 23 season, excuse me.
Yeah,
23 season. How do you feel about this season right now? This season right now, does it equate to that 2023 season of Michigan football when we just kept locking it down closer and getting closer and getting closer? Does it feel that way to you right now? Do you feel like we can't get beat? We're going to win the national championship. I already told you how I felt. I already told you. I think we're going to win it. I think we're going to win it. And it started in Vegas. I'm going to let you know. It started in Vegas because you want to know why? Because it was Chris Webber and Jalen Rose doing the what do you call it? The eras.
The player era, which Michigan still hasn't been paid for.
What?
They haven't been paid for it yet.
Where's the money at?
I don't know where the money's at. They
You
haven't
better call them casinos right now and tell them we got it.
They haven't paid Michigan. They haven't paid a couple schools. By
What
the
the
way.
hell?
I had to figure out like what schools that they haven't paid yet, but like that was like the big thing that Michigan hasn't been paid. There's a couple of other schools.
Well, we need to call somebody. I need to get on the line with somebody.
Yeah, Sportico. So this came from
somebody, man.
This came from Sportico News that cover a lot of like the player, obviously sport business stuff and the sports side of things. But Michigan, who won the Players Era tournament, they were supposed to receive $1 million for their NIL, have not been compensated for since yet.
Right.
Trying to figure out if because I'm pretty sure there's a couple of other tems that haven't been a part of it.
That's crazy. I gotta look that up. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's that's crazy. That's crazy.
I will send the article to you, sir. Since you like to send me the articles, I will send it to you.
I am an article sending if you my friend, you gonna get an article every now and then.
Yeah.
Yogi Berra's best quotes. Number 1, it ain't over till it's over. That's good.
That's true. That's true.
It's deja vu all over again.
So it's deja vu. Yeah.
I usually take a 2-hour nap at from 1 to 4. How about that? He said that. He did.
So do you take it well, here's my real question. Does it take you a half hour to finally pass out?
Yeah, probably. I think a half an hour to get out of bed too.
Okay.
Once you wake up, it's a half an hour to get out of bed. That's the way you look at it. Half an hour to go to sleep. There you go.
Good point. Okay, I
There you
got you. Hey, by the way, speaking of anniversaries, did you know that I believe it was today 4 years ago that one of the more unfortunate, iconic events happened in Michigan basketball history?
What?
The handshake in Madison.
Oh, I don't want to know about that.
No, you know about it.
I don't want to know about it. I don't want to be told that.
But you know about it, though.
I know. Oh, I know about. I know.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I had to explain that to the in-laws. What just happened? He slapped him.
Yeah, Juwan slapped the slapped the you know what out of me.
That was crazy.
Yeah, Greg Gard and Juwan Howard and Juwan Howard just
So I
slapped the
want to
you know
know
what out of me.
How do you feel about this team marching to the championship? Big Ten, hopefully, Big Ten tournament, and then the Natty.
I guess the other thing too is like, when did you know that this was a special team too?
I just told you at Vegas.
So the Vegas tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Jalen Rose. He kept saying, and Chris Webber, and then they got Jamal Mashburn on the tip.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I was watching. You know, those my boys though.
No, I know. Yeah. No, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. The player was that what they're calling it? The Players Era. Yeah. The Players Era championship. Like, Yeah, that was special. Like, I mean, I knew like the butt whooping that they put on San Diego State. You know, like at that point, you're like, okay, that's fine, but they've got to play Auburn,
Right.
and
No, you were right.
I
I
also asked them, like, okay, that's fine. It's not Bruce Pearl Auburn; it's his son that's coaching it. But Gonzaga, now that's a real.
now
test.
that was the wake up. That was the wake up.
And then that one, you heard the belt being taken out of the belt. It was a, and that was it. That's all you heard. Because next thing you know, Gonzaga woke up after they heard the, and they woke up and it was all zeros at that point because it was 40-point dropping. For me, I think I started to really buy in. Like, I was already invested at that point, but I was really bought in right after the Christmas holiday. That game against USC that they drubbed by 30. And I think a lot of it too is historically we've seen a lot of Michigan games and a lot of Michigan teams play during that Christmas break, the holiday winter break, where the students are gone. The Maze Rage ain't there in attendance, and you can just tell that it's it seems more of a stuffy crowd for home games at that point. Because I could have seen maybe McNeese pulling off an upset. Maybe not so much LaSalle, but McNeese, because we've seen Will Wade and how he, like, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, he had a team that were basically a step away from being a major program. And I could have seen Will Wade and his dirty tactics come into the Chrysler Center and steal one. So it was after they put belts to ass to USC, I went, this team is for real. And then what ends up happening? They get by 2, and then they lose to Wisconsin 2 games later.
Right. But I mean, hey, I get it.
But I mean, you can ask, Ken and Lansing. He'll attest that him and I will text after the game and just like, man, this team is something special. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, this is something. Don't get me wrong, the Beeline era teams have been special.
Oh, they've been great.
They've been amazing.
Yes.
But this one is questionably that could be one of the greatest Michigan basketball teams of all time. Well, that is where they're at now.
I look, you know where my bet money is.
Yep.
I try to tell everybody, I got Michigan and Arizona against the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you, I'm feeling this. It's like it's all over. It's like that football team. I feel it for some reason.
You feel it deep down?
Yeah.
You can feel it?
Yeah.
You feel the tension?
I feel the tension.
In the air right now?
Exactly.
I know I can. I can feel it down in my plums. Get a nice blue shoe to them. Ready to take them to the farmer's market. By the way, Slovakia, they ended the shutout. It's 5-1 with about 12 and a half remaining in the third.
And are you mad with that?
No.
Are you mad, bro?
I'm not. No, I'm not
Okay.
mad. I said I knew this game was over when it was 4-0, and they changed the goalie. And now, obviously, Jack Hughes made it 5-0 before the period ended.
Wow.
So, I'm not worried. I'm ready for Sunday. Sunday fun day. We having mimosas, and we watching the U.S. win win their first goal since the 1980 Lake Placid games. That's what I'm ready for. Cranking Freebird out like nobody business. I'm cranking that thing up to 11.
He's so crazy.
I am crazy. Psychotic. Why I still have a job here is beyond me, but here we are.
It's crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
I know it is.
734-998-1050. 734-998-1050. Let's go to Mustafa.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, part-time? How you doing? You didn't want to get that. You didn't want to get that respect yesterday. You didn't want to come. You didn't want to come on with the respect.
Are you raising your voice? Are you raising your voice now again? Are you raising your voice to me?
Are you raising your voice at me?
No, sir. I don't raise my voice at people. No, I don't.
Jimmy, I'm a blue collar worker. I get up, I lace up, and I go hit it hard, man. I don't do like those 4-hour day jobs. I mean, I wish I got those jobs. I mean, I'm not mad at you, but hey, listen, man. This is what I'm saying. when we have a team like this, everybody who covers Michigan should find a way to cover this team every single minute.
Agreed.
Don't leave nothing behind. I mean, find a substitute. You know, this is why I love Miz, because Miz is just there every day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and just keep going.
Well,
anyway,
I don't know about 12 hours anymore. I don't know about 12 hours. I'm pretty sure the people that cut my paycheck are going, you need to stop doing this. We're losing money at this point. I wish I could teach people how to do the damn job.
No, but Jamie, I mean, all seriousness, I understand, man. I mean, you know, family first and foremost. You know, so you have a youngster there, man. You know, he comes before. Anyway, I understand. You know what I mean? You're my guy.
Oh no, dude, I know you. Hey, we just having fun, dude. We just having fun.
I understand. But Jamie, let me tell you one thing. This is how I came to realize that this team is special. Usually, I listen to the coach that we just played, the opposing coach.
Yeah.
I remember in 2023 when Michigan won the night in football.
Right.
The Minnesota head coach, is it, what's his name?
Row the boat guy. Row the boat.
Remember when he said, this is the best team I've seen in my life.
Right.
And everybody said, like, he's crazy, man. He's just kissing Jim Harbaugh, you know what. Anyway, came to realize he saw, because first they can see something people don't see. Because the media, they pretend to know. They don't know. Those in the East Coast, they don't watch Michigan every day. After we played Michigan State, when I heard the media people from East Lansing talking about a mercenary team,
yeah,
these are from Tom Izzo in Closed Door. They realize, man, they may be unbeatable. The other day, after we played Purdue, the Purdue head coach said, we were able to get to everywhere we want to get to on the court. You just can't score against this guy. What do you do? When the coaches say, what do you do against these guys? This is big time stuff.
No, you're right.
I realize, man, every single coach we go against, from Gonzaga to now, they just said, man, I mean, this is just a special team. You can see even the crazy guy from UCLA.
Have you seen the latest? He's been apologizing. He got home and had to apologize to. I think he had a office meeting with somebody.
Oh, okay.
And he's been apologizing. He apologized to his player, who he threw off the court in East Lansing. He apologized. He apologized for embarrassing the university and the community of UCLA. So he's been doing a lot of butt kissing since he got back.
I did not see that. Great, because come on, man, you're not bigger than he. I don't care how good he is. He's not bigger than UCLA. UCLA is a big time program that had been there before even this guy was even born.
As Miz would say, he's getting his belt to ass right now.
I guess. Yes.
If I can tell you now, one thing I don't like about Michigan basketball.
Go ahead.
One thing I don't like about this team is the extracurricular after game or before games, the talk. I mean, in this day and age,
dude, it's part of the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of
part
smack.
of the game where there's all kinds of smack talking. It's not just Michigan. Yeah. Michigan just does it because everybody does it to them.
Yeah.
Everybody talks smack to them before the game. Everybody talks to smack. When that bus pulled up in West Lafayette, they got on Yaxel right away. Right away.
I get that. I mean, because after the game, when I heard him say, to beat us, you got to do like Wisconsin. I mean, otherwise, you have no chance. I just don't like that kind of talk.
I get it. But that's what kids do. I'm sure your son does that. I know my daughter does it. She talks a lot of smack. My Lord.
Yeah. I mean, man, what a treat to be a Michigan fan tomorrow night. This whole country gonna shut down for a few hours.
Hold on, I got. You know what? I'm gonna make a little bit of little tinker with the question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the most important game this week? You know what I'm saying? Is it Michigan basketball? Is it Michigan women's basketball?
At number 13, Iowa.
Or is it Michigan hockey? Or is it the U.S. hockey team, my brother?
Because they're playing at this point. It's about to be USA Canada coming up on Sunday because Slovakia is not even. They're not even causing a ripple at this point. They got one goal, but I don't think they got four more in their pocket.
The reason why I said for me, just
for you,
stop talking.
For you,
I said Michigan men basketball because Duke is the last standing chance for every Michigan hater in the world.
It is.
So if we dispatch Duke, it'll be so quiet around Columbus and East Lansing. Duke is the last standing chance. So you do, just tell Duke. And then for the next month or so, you can lay back, even lose to Illinois, is not going to matter. I can't wait for this game tomorrow. I can't wait for this game.
Look at you, man. Look at you. Yeah. You got some hate for Duke. You got some hate for Michigan State. You know what? We almost kin, ain't we?
I don't care for Duke. I'm just saying he's the last standing chance for Michigan haters all over the world. Duke, we got Michigan State, we got Purdue, we crossed through the Big Ten. Duke is the last remaining chance for them. If we beat Duke tomorrow night on national television, then what? That's it. What can you say? That's it. So anyway, man, I'm super pleased. I can't wait for tomorrow. I feel good about the game. I don't like to be that way. So usually, when I'm pessimistic, Michigan always wins. But tomorrow, for whatever reason, I'm very optimistic, and I don't like that feeling.
Bro, you can call me. I'll scare the hell out you tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm gonna tell you all the reasons why Duke should win that game. You call me, I'll get you all nervous.
I got you, man. I got you, bro. All right, I'll let you go to Hadley, man. I'm sure he's kidding.
No, okay. All right. You keep listening.
I'm only worth giving you two horns at this point. The United States is now up 6-1. Brady Tkachuk with a goal from Vincent Trocheck, and Noah Hanflin at 6-1 with under 10 to play over in Milan, Italy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So, yeah, 6-1. So this one basically in the boat. It's just basically in the bag. It's just a matter of actually getting the final nail in the coffin to get this one set up for Sunday afternoon.
734-998-1050. Let's go to Kyle. What's up, Kyle?
What's up, brother?
He back. Sunday zone.
I was listening to Mustafa. It's like, at this point, Michigan controls their own destiny. They win tomorrow, they're going to be a number one overall seed. They're going to be a number one overall seed if they beat Duke, because it ain't the only other team that I'm worried about is at Illinois. But anyway, so I don't know. So your question of the day is, I think the most important game is tomorrow.
Okay.
Duke.
Okay.
Michigan Duke, because if Michigan if they can go out and win that game like spankingly, like by 10 or more points, that's spankingly.
The man said spankingly.
I mean, at that point, if Michigan spankingly puts belts to ass to Duke, anywhere from double digits on, it's going to be one of those things where the nation at that point is going to look at it going, "Oh, this team's a pro."
Of course, they're all going to say, "Well, they cheated. They cheated. They cheated."
Well, yeah, of course. Trust me, the school up north is going to say. Yeah, the school up north is going to say it. Yeah.
That school down south said, "Well, they cheated."
Right.
Yeah, we had we totally had Connor Stallions in the stands for that game, and he read the signs. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so I mean, even if Michigan doesn't win, which I think they will, it's not going to hurt them because the rest of the season, the one game that they really got to worry about is at Illinois. And that's going to be a barn burner. But I think Michigan is going to win that game too because these teams, they just don't. I mean, they might have good players, but they don't have the depth like Michigan does. They don't have it. They don't have it, and that's why I like this team because And I was talking to my coworkers like, hey, if Michigan wins out in the rest of the season, wins the Big Ten tournament, and wins an A, they're going to finish the season 40-1, 40 games to 1, 40 wins to 1 game.
Wow,
1 loss.
And honestly, if it wasn't for, a lackadaisical game against Wisconsin, you could be looking at the first undefeated team since Bobby Knight's Hoosiers,
41-0. But, I mean, their team, what did Dusty said it in one of his press conference. They're unflappable after the game at Purdue. These players are unflappable, and that amazed me. That right there, Sylvie, is this coach, this man. He and these players, they love him. He loves them, and I'm telling you, this team is gonna. I don't think anyone's gonna beat them. I mean, they might lose maybe 1 or 2 more games, but they're gonna win the Natty. They're gonna win the Natty.
Okay.
Because they did. It's just something about this team, and it's just like someone the other day when someone asked about what about compared to going into the 23 season with Michigan football, and I in summer of 23 said Michigan's going to go 15-0. And the Lions are going to make it to the Super Bowl. Well, I got short on the ones, but I did. Michigan went 15-0, and I seriously, I don't think there's really no team that can beat this team because they can only beat themselves, like Wisconsin did, and they lost by what, 3 points?
Yep.
But, yeah. But no, I mean, this team they're a joy to watch, and of course, everyone's like, well, there's the best team, there's money paid for, blah blah blah. I'm so tired of this shit. So sorry.
We appreciate it. That's the one part we can't do, but appreciate it, Kyle. Yep. So I think this is probably a good sign to take a break.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break, and Hadley
and Kyle, it's okay. We'll just watch profanity go when you call back up on Monday. That's
right.
That's all good.
We're gonna go to break, and you're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, the hitman Missler, best guy in the Bizzler.
Yeah.
Looks like there is a big fight. Happening
they're
on ice.
They're exchanging numbers right now between the U.S. and the Slovakians.
I don't think they're talking about reservations at the restaurant.
None. Number 81 for the Slovakian team is definitely, he might be treated like the French player that got when he started to throw some fists with Tom Wilson, the Team Canada, and the French just said, no, you go home. You're not welcome to play for us anymore. So we'll see what they do with that Slovakian player, but probably not the smartest thing to get into a fight with one of the Kachuk boys.
You got two more coming at you.
Yeah, I mean, when you go after one of the Kachuk brothers, it's bad enough. I mean, they're already the synapses are not firing on all cylinders in the Kachuk brothers' brains, whether it's Matt or Brady. I would say Matt has probably got.
He got one in too. He got one in.
There's 1, 2 with glove on,
right?
And then the glove comes off here in a matter of. They won't show it come off, but his left hand comes off, and he gives him a couple short hands.
I see that. They're hitting each other like they want to kill each other.
Like, aren't you guys teammates in some in some way, shape, or form? Apparently not.
Oh, I mean, geez.
So they've already put it up there. U.S. and Canada, Sunday, 8:10 in the morning. So
8:10 in the morning. Got it.
So
I'll be recording that.
I will wake up. I will have my cup of coffee in hand, and then when we get to like the second intermission, I'll jump in the shower so that I can watch the rest of the game, and afterwards I'll just go and make my way out the door and head on over here for the women's basketball game. They play number 13 Iowa at Carver Hawkeye, which is weird. It's 11 o'clock tip off out there locally, but it's noon here. But hey, that's what they elected for. So there you go. But yeah, congratulations to Team USA. They're punching their ticket.
Yeah, they punched the ticket.
It's about to go down. The rematch. I'm ready for it.
That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great.
Awesome.
Best believe that that Freebird being blasted at an 11. The Slovakians know about Freebird. I don't think they know anything.
It's time to move on.
It really is. I know.
734-998-1050. Hadley.
My order of priority for these games is just Michigan basketball, of course, number one. You know, I'm a big hockey fan. I think, because we're near the end of the season, this game is more important.
Isn't hockey near the end of the season, and don't we need to win in hockey?
They are, but they're not. They're playing a good team, but they're not a priority team like Duke.
Okay, all right, make a point. That's a point. Yeah. That's a point made.
Yeah.
We'll give you a point there.
There you go. Thank you for that. And as far as me getting up at 8:10 in the morning to watch a hockey game, it's sort of important, but that's why I have Alexa.
Okay, I'm gonna set my own built-in DVR to get it done for me.
Yeah, I think the only reason why it's not a 3:10 like the game today is I think 3:10 is like 2:10 or like 10:10 out there.
10:10. Okay,
I think that's the equivalent. I'm not sure. Either way, though, at the end of the day, you need to hear this. It's over. And that's all I can play with that. Because I cannot play Chelsea's Dagger after that.
Is that the Detroit Red Wings horn, by the way?
That is not. That is the Chicago Blackhawks horn, and that's why I had to stop it, because we do not have the written rights to playing Chelsea's Dagger to go with it. But then again, I also don't have the U.S. goal horn, which is basically Boston just changing it up with Freebird at the end of it. So there's that.
How did you get the rights to do this one then?
Thank YouTube, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Listen, until the Blackhawk organization writes a letter to me and gives me a cease and desist.
Cease and desist.
Yeah. I'll if that's the case, then fine.
Do they know it's their horn? I wonder if they heard it.
They probably do. They probably know. It's someone on YouTube just makes all these goal horns up, and I'm like, all right, that checks out. Whatever. First one I can get access to.
Detroit. Can you find the Red Wings horn?
Yeah, it's easy to find. But if I could, I'd rather use University of Michigan's, which is the old the old Joe Louis Arena horn, which is always a blast to hear.
Well, I thought it would be Bob Ufer's patent horn.
No, unfortunately, no, no patent horn. It's the old JLA horn. It's still
all
a
right.
beauty.
Well, then, and then I guess women's basketball will be next, and then I guess the USA game. It's going to be important for people that are into that sort of thing. But I'll be honest with you guys, I did not watch any Olympics this year.
Really?
Nada. No.
I watched more Winter Olympics than you, Hadley. Wow.
We watched more controversy on the ice than Hadley had seen. Like Hadley has no idea about the curling debacle between Team Sweden and Team Canada.
Oh wow, yeah.
No, I heard about that.
But did you see it though?
No, I did not see it.
See, that's the problem. Is I saw a hoser touch the rock when he shouldn't have. So
he did. He patted it.
Go ahead, challenge it there, bud. I will.
What happened with that? Anything happened with that yet, or?
I don't know. The guy still claims his innocence. That's all I know.
Well, the other thing I wondered about the Olympics, when most of these events, start within 2 or 3 days after the events start, and they usually finish, with about a week to go or so. So I'm wondering, do all these athletes that have finished early, do they just stay there for the 2 weeks, or do they go home?
They probably do stay there because after the men's gold medal game on Sunday, that's when they have the closing ceremony. So I would imagine that they want to walk out with their country mates and as one last tip of the cap to everyone that made it out there. But I mean, it would also surprise me if they decided to head back home as well, because they probably miss their families or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Well, I'm sure the ones that have been injured and can't really participate probably did go home.
Well, I think Lindsey Vonn is still over in Italy right now.
No, she's at home now.
Oh, she's back at home?
She went home, yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure she went if she came
wanted
back
to get
home
her
or
knee.
not.
She wanted to get her knee looked at by her doctor and everything like that. So
I know it's going to be a multi-procedural
thing.
To
she took the early bird.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to win the total gold medal.
No, we're not going to win the total. But do we win the total of the Winter Olympics, Hadley? Is that a thing?
We have won it in the past, I believe.
I'm just asking. I'm
sure Ms. can find that out.
I mean, we're 7 shy of Norway of their gold total. They got 17, and yeah, we're not going to sniff the total. We should hold steady at in second place at least. But the Norwegians, man, those folk are real good with the skiing and the biathlon stuff. That's
their climate. This is their time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that's their specialty. That's their big thing.
When you guys touched on the possibility of a Super Bowl overseas and stuff, say, like you mentioned, France, Jamie, it wouldn't be too bad because they're only 6 hours ahead of us. So they could have the Super Bowl at 6:30 p.m. their time and it's noon our time, which is about the usual time for NFL games anyway. So
yeah, it's fine. I look, it's bound to happen, and the commissioner has said that.
I'm not looking forward to it when we have to stream it or whatever, pay for it on Hulu or whatever.
Well, I mean, nobody wants to stream anyway, so let's just let them go there. Maybe we get free on over the air free still.
Now, do you think someday there's going to be an international football league?
No. The other countries don't like our version of football.
Oh, yeah, but they let us have their games there.
They love it. They love having the games there because everybody finds out about the place. The players are walking around, falling out. They ate here and we ate here from the announcers and everything. All of that. It's a tour guide.
We're going to have to do some channel serving tomorrow because the basketball game is at 6:30 and the hockey game is at 6, Ms. Tomorrow night. I mean, Saturday.
It could be. I'm just saying. And look.
Oh, that's
He's looking for you right now, Hadley. That's what he's doing. He's not ignoring you. You're okay.
No,
Don't worry.
I know. I thought I lost you. No, I heard it was 6:30 for the basketball, 6:00 for the hockey for Saturday. Tomorrow night it's at 8:00, so we don't have any issues tomorrow. But one last thing: the top 4 teams in basketball are going to play each other. So let's say Duke beats Michigan. Will Duke, and let's say Arizona wins, will Duke become number 1?
That's up to the posters, I guess. I mean, who's number? If they're number 2, yeah, they should become number.
Oh, they're number 3 now.
They're number 3. Then they may jump Iowa State. Is it Iowa State number 2?
No, Arizona.
Arizona's well. That's all. I mean, they lost 2 in a row, didn't they?
They'll have the same record though.
Right.
If Michigan loses and Arizona wins.
Hey, you need Michigan to stay at number 1 because it's going to be all jumbled up because Iowa State beat Houston. Remember Houston?
Right.
They haven't gotten their, they haven't made any switches or anything like that yet.
Right.
Because Iowa State beat Houston on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
Some interesting basketball, that's for sure. And then, and I remember the day, Jamie, when growing up and stuff, basketball didn't start until after the college basketball in Michigan. Didn't start until after the regular season was over. Now they overlap and stuff, but I still watched the basketball games this year, even when the football season wasn't over.
No, you know what? I watched the football season until it culminated, and then I got into. You know what? I lie because I did watch the tournament in Vegas. So yes, I did. I had to peek in to watch the basketball team because someone said it's a good team, James. You need to get on top of this. So I did.
But you remember the day when that used to be, right?
Yes, I know.
Football ended and basketball didn't start for like 2 weeks later.
Right. You had some time to breathe. Now they got it all discombobulated.
Well, I hope everything works out well for everybody, all the Michigan teams that are playing this weekend. It should be very interesting. And I hope, Jamie, you'll watch the Sunday game, the hockey game later in the day.
It'll be recorded and we'll watch it later.
Okay. I'm sorry you didn't get to go see Duke play, but there's always another time. Besides, you're going to be in Indy for the championship, so.
Yeah. No, you know what? No, Hadley, that is around spring break time here in Ann Arbor. So I may be doing daddy things,
Oh, yeah.
Papa responsibility.
Exactly.
Daddy chill.
Maybe going to a big amusement park.
Oh.
Ooh. Like one over in Ohio about 80 miles away from you?
No, a little further south, Hadley. Keep going.
Oh.
Are we talking about multiple flags?
Multiple flags.
Yeah.
Like
more
than 5, less than 7?
Yeah, I'll about do it.
Skyline Chili is famous. Is that
it's a little bit further, Hadley. Keep going south.
Oh.
Talking about the old commercials of the bald guy with the big old thick glasses dancing. Dun, 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 dun. Are we talking that one, Jamie?
Keep going.
Are we talking about the corporate one with a giant mouse and you better pay me my money?
Exactly.
There you go.
That would be the guy.
That would be the one. You better give me my money.
So I'm trying to
Johnny Brothers are too old now.
Exactly.
Miz, I just want to say you've been on a real kick the last day or so, and I love it. And I was going to ask you, were you hanging out with Ken up in Lansing?
No, but I may have gotten a contact buzz from him on Sunday.
Hey, Hadley, the orange shirts are out at the D shop. The Tigers are showing the orange shirts at the D shop. I got to get over there.
Yep, D shop. Ooh. They're on sale now, and then they go online for sale on Sunday.
So, could I get the players' names on the back of them?
Yeah, I would imagine you could.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
And how do I find it on the web? Where?
I would imagine tigershop.com, I think is where.
Or tiger.com. I'll send it to you, Hadley, right now.
Yeah.
Something like
Tigers.com. And there should be a link there to set you up for that.
I gotta.
All right, fellas, I'll let you go, and we'll talk on Monday. Go.
Bye, Hadley. Have a good one. Enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was pretty good. Good breakdown. And you kept going south. Good for you.
I eventually would figure it out. I just wanted to relive my nostalgia with the old guy that danced to the Six Flags commercials.
That is so funny.
That's
I can't
really what it
believe you
was.
remember that.
I do remember that. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Nostalgia has hit me hard big time. Like I know this is not sports related whatsoever, but Nintendo had announced that they are releasing Pokemon for the Nintendo Switch.
Really?
And my 39-year-old heart started to flutter, and I started to panic a little bit, thinking, is this a heart attack or what's going on, or am I got a murmur? But no, it's just my nostalgia kicking in. And the thing about it too, that's the even more mind-blowing part of it, Jamie, is that they're only charging us $20 to buy the game.
Wow. That is nostalgia.
That's nostalgia. Because I even think it was maybe like $25-$30 when they first came out 20 some years ago. So trust me, my 39-year-old self is going to be busting that out. And if I am not paying attention at all, it's because I'm nose deep trying to catch Pikachu.
Oh my God.
See, E Boogie's on board with me. He says, Pokemon, let's go.
I know nothing about that yellow thing. I just know he's yellow.
You said you know it. You said
know
yellow.
He's yellow thing, and that's CJ's teaching me. He's like, "Come here, Dad.
Dad, let me sit you down. Let me teach you about anime real quick."
He did. He was teaching me that one. I was like, "What?"
Uncle I just hope that he knows that Uncle Miz is extremely proud of him for that.
Well,
I'm proud of you, CJ.
He just knows.
Educate your daddy about Pokemon.
He knew all about that.
Teach him about Pokemon as much as you can. And just like my dad, he'll just look at you with like that 1,000-mile stare going, sure, kid. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say. Exactly. Yep. I got you, Siege.
I mean, it's good. The whole thing with my dad and the Pokemon cards when I was growing up. Sure, kid. Whatever you say. And now I've got like thousands of dollars inside of a binder right now, and I just don't know what the hell to do with them. If anyone knows, text the studio line 734-998-1050. Where do I go? How do I make money from the stuff that I bought when I was a kid? Help me, help you. Maybe I'll throw you a treat.
As long as it's still in the box, right? As long as it's still in the box.
It's still protected.
Yeah. If it's still in the box and sealed, people buy that.
No, I know
love that stuff, man.
Well, like the pricing changes. It's weird. Like some of the prices are based on how these professionals grade them. Like the higher the number grade, the better the pricing is. But sometimes you don't even know. If you don't even get them graded, they're just as expensive.
Right. I mean,
what do I do? And then how do I know the right retailer?
I had a G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. I sold it. I'm not telling you how much I got for it, but it was a whole lot of freaking money.
It's a nice little night at the Morris household.
It was a nice night, yes, because it was cool. I mean, what am I going to do with the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip? All I did was store them in the old army box that we used to play, and then went rambling around, found my G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip still encased.
Wow.
Still encased. It was taken away from me because I wasn't being a good boy. I was being a bad boy.
What? Jamie Morris not being a good boy?
No. Took my toy and I didn't get to play with it. And then here's your G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. Found it. Where was it? Back here in the basement, down here.
Collecting cobwebs.
Back in the back.
In the way back.
What? Don't nobody go back there. I'm scared. That basement, you get pulled down back the one in Massachusetts, I ain't going back there. But thank God for the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
G.I. Joe.
And I did have the mind to, let me open this up and see if he still got the Kung Fu grip.
Did he have the Kung Fu grip still?
I don't know. I just let him, but you could feel him through the little hole that you can feel his. Yeah, I guess he did. It came back. You stretched out the fingers. They didn't crack or anything, and it came back.
So he
Kung
didn't
Fu
have.
Grip.
So he didn't have arthritis. Okay.
No, yeah, that G.I. Joe was the bomb. G.I. Joe 1972 to be exact.
Can't go wrong with it.
Dude.
When toy quality was good.
Dude, it was good.
I ended up getting a text from Sebastian here in Ann Arbor. I might have to send you an email, Sebastian, so I can figure out what I might need or need not to do. So I appreciate that, big dog. Because again, I'm not sure. I don't know.
You'll figure it out. Trust me. You get some good stuff, man.
Apparently
That's good.
Find a time machine, go back and get. They're in a binder in my bedroom right now, Eric.
Oh,
That's
he
all I
knows
know.
where they are, Eric. I mean, calm down.
Yeah, I know where they're at. I
He
just don't know. Like, I don't know the steps of because from what I heard, like you got to spend a bunch of money to get it graded. I'm like, okay, is it going to be worth my time at this point?
Right.
And then after that, what do I do? Do I go to eBay and auction off there? Do I go to one of those card swap things? I don't know. I'm a novice. I'm a newbie at this one. I am wet behind the ears. I don't know. What I do know is this. The most important game this weekend is USA Hockey.
Wow. Okay.
It is still the most important one. Follow that up with...
Do tell.
Why? U.S. hasn't beaten Canada in hockey in God knows how long.
Do you know how long you've owned the Stanley Cup? Do you own them?
Yeah, we've
own them. Although they own their airspace, I just found that out.
Yeah.
But they own their airspace.
And we will continue to own the best trophy in all of the pro sports. And that is the one that you can only drink out of. And that is the Stanley Cup.
Right.
And we will continue to own this every single year.
So that's what I'm saying. You own, yeah. I mean, Canada, if they win the gold,
But
guess
this
what?
is international supremacy.
Just
though.
bring the cup with you and say, hey, how you guys doing?
Like, how you going to drink?
Exactly.
How you going to drink?
Exactly.
Oh, this little thing? Man, we've just been holding on to this for, I don't know, the past 34-ish years now.
Right. It belongs in the US of A. Just letting you know.
Yeah, this is ours. But I would say, I'll be honest with you, next after that might be the women's basketball team to try to keep themselves at the number 2 slot.
I agree with that. Number 2 is women's basketball. That's important.
I would say Michigan hockey is at 3rd this weekend. Again, tough matchup against Wisconsin because they've got nothing to lose at this point. Wisconsin's willing to go out there and put it all on the line and do whatever they need to keep themselves locked into a tournament spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people may not like it, but the men's basketball team is kind of at the bottom of this list because again, it doesn't impact the Big Ten. All it does is going to show what you look like going up against a Final Four caliber team, and that's for both squads. All it's going to do is just going to show ramifications of, who's going to be better in the non-conference aspect of things, and then it just affects the AP poll, and really, who cares about the AP poll? I don't.
The media.
Fair enough. I guess we do have to. I guess we do have to care about it. Then.
I'm just saying, the media.
Yeah,
this is their one poll. I mean, they took the whole, football thing away from them. They can't pick national champions anymore.
That's right.
So
they took it away from us. We let them off the hook.
You've been listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.